Another failed date. Another night of loneliness. These heartstrings are broken and lost. Hello, Tubies. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing fantastically fabulous. What we're watching here is a scene from the Grimoire. I really loved doing the second season, doing more of a voiceover, kind of like what I'm doing here with the craft, you know, all that fun stuff. But I was really excited to do this because I wanted to show that even when we are at our lowest, even when we are broken and depleted and we don't have any way of going on and we don't know how to go on and we're depressed and we're miserable, that there is a way. There's always a way, and the craft always provides that way. Sometimes it's not easy to see, sometimes we're really resistant to change, but there's always a way forward. Okay, I hope you guys really enjoyed the Grimoire. And I hope you guys are really excited for this series because I've got lots of interesting new things coming down. What spells, if any, could I cast? I seek the spirit's guidance and reach out to them, seeking answers and hoping to find something more. So, what I wanted to talk about today is our working that we're doing. It is your typical everyday honey jar spell. There is nothing really fancy here or fantastic about it. It's just a simple honey jar spell with a red candle that burns on top to attract love. But we're also going to be using some fire oil here that you can see on the ground beside the love oil in the more square bottle. The fire oil's in the more round bottle. That one is to speed up the process because, you know, we live in that age where it's like, I don't want to wait forever for Prince Charming, so hurry the fuck up and get here. And this also ties in with the theme of the second season of the Grimoire, which was dealing with love and financial hardship. So what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be setting up our 3 candles to talk to our spirits. I have to apologize for the video quality. It's not that great. It's very grainy. My camera doesn't do well in low light situations, and the fact that I'm lighting candles is not helping the situation, and it's getting darker and darker. So I'm going to have to apologize, try and explain everything that I'm doing, even though you can't see it very well. Okay, so please don't be mad. But we're gonna light some incense because I have a particular type of incense that I like to use for this type of magics. It's a love blend. You know, your love blends can have whatever you want in them. They can have roses, and they can have lavender, and they can have anything really that you want in your love blend, because at the end of the day, all we're doing is we're just trying to bring some love into our life, not just through a man, but also, or a woman, but also through ourselves, okay? And we're just putting some intentions in, and we're just setting the scene here for this to go. And we are enveloping ourselves in this love-based type incense, okay? And we're just asking and reaching out and contacting and trying to attain the things that we want. Okay, let's do that. Let us begin doing our jar. So we have our empty jar. I don't normally bless my tools like through sage or anything like that. So we're going to put some honey in here, and the honey is to attract the man, and to attract the love, and to attract the compassion, and all of that fun stuff, because that's what we really want, right? Like, that's why we're doing this. And we're putting in some sugar, because, right, like, you want to give them a little bit of your sugar, but you don't want them reaching into the cookie jar before the 5th date, okay? Don't be one of those people. Sally Birkenstein. I don't actually know a Sally Birkenstein, but if there is a Sally Birkenstein out there, I hope that you're not letting them reach into the cookie jar before the 5th date, okay? So we're just going to continue putting some intentions into our sugar and our honey. Okay, we can finally continue. Jesus, that took forever. Always putting intentions in. Always. And we'll just burn a little bit more incense. Now it's time for the candle on top. And the candles on top of jars, they never like to stay properly. I don't know, I think it's something to do with metal and the wax and all that fun stuff. But also, we're blessing the candle of incense. We're blessing it through the power of love. Hippy dippy 1970s love, okay? Wicca bicka love. That's the type of love. We want love. We ask for love. We bless the candle. Now we're going to try and mount the candle on top of the jar. How well is that going to go over, you're asking? I don't know, but we're going to try, and we're going to keep on trying. Is it going to stay? It looks like it's going to stay. We're going to put some more intentions in, apparently. Jesus Christ, how many intentions do we need to put in? Okay, it finally looks like we're ready to light the damn thing. Let's light it. Excellent. Lit the candle. And you know what we have to do now, right? Like, we've got to put some more intentions in. Now, let's talk about these intentions, because we've been putting a lot of intentions in this whole time. The intentions that we're putting in is that, in this particular case, I want to draw somebody to me, and the honey is going to act kind of like a trap, right? Like, you know how it's a joke that you'll get pregnant to trap a man, right? Like, if you're a woman, right? People will make that inappropriate joke. Well, I'm using honey to trap the man. And I'm trapping him in a jar. And if this were to work, if you were to find that man, if that man were to become your husband or your boyfriend or whatever, you would then take this jar and put it in the freezer. I did not take this jar and put it in the freezer. You're like, oh, yeah, your magic doesn't always work. Just gonna put that out there for you. Your magic does not always work. At least mine doesn't when it comes to love spells, okay? So, I'm sorry, but this spell did not work for me. The energy, the intentions, everything, it was there. And now we're back to our little cinematic video of our candle burning and our incense burning. I like aesthetic videos, okay? I'm sorry. I can't afford the aesthetic looking altars and the aesthetic witchy tools and all of that stuff. So I go for like the cinematic feeling videos and the like, what am I doing? Making a movie or making a video for YouTube? Like, we don't know anymore, right? So I'm hoping that you guys learn something from this. Sometimes your spells don't always work. You can sit there for hours. I sat there for hours putting intentions in and all of that stuff. And you may not know right away. It may take a couple of weeks and then you're like, wait a minute, something's not right. The energy doesn't feel right anymore. Because this particular spell, the energy was there for like a few weeks and then it just dissipated. And you're probably thinking, well, you should have just done the spell again. And you're right, I probably should have. But it's hard to do things when you don't have money for supplies. This whole Grimoire series was about being poor and not having a job and freaking out and worrying that I'll never find anybody to love me. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so I hope you guys learned something, and until next time, my fabulous little Scoobies.